Bethlehem is very much a city of churches. Until the consolidation of the city in 1917, all Catholic churches on the south side were national churches, founded, built and intended for the vast immigrant population. These churches ministered to their congregants in their various languages such as Polish, Hungarian, Slovenian, Italian and Slovakian. Once the city began to expand north, there was a need for territorial parishes and St. Anne's was established. Let's check the history of this parish on exploring Bethlehem.
In an effort to meet the growing needs of a rapidly expanding city, St. Anne's Catholic Church was proposed to serve the brand new neighborhoods being built beyond what had once been Bethlehem's northern limits. Prior to city consolidation, the former borough of Bethlehem ended at what had once been Hoddlesville, on lands just beyond what we now know as Elizabeth Avenue. At this time, about 100 years ago, in the lands now developed as Bethlehem's northern section, there were just acres of farmland extending toward Bethlehem and Lower Nazareth townships. These lands had small villages such as Makata, Altona, Hecktown and Broadhead Station, to name a few. In fact, when a now familiar and long-established neighborhood just beyond St. Anne's was built in the 1920s, it was named Edgeboro due to its then location at the edge of the boundary in the northern section. In this period of growth, Bethlehem's Catholic parishes were a part of the Archdiocese of Philadelphia. Once permission was granted to establish a parish in this section, St. Anne's would become a territorial parish, joining already established Saints Simon and Jude as such a parish. All Catholic churches established prior to Saints Simon and Jude and located on the south side had been so-called national churches, meaning that they were built specifically for certain immigrant groups, and almost exclusively. St. Anne's was designed, built and intended to serve all Catholic parishioners more or less residing in the northern section of Bethlehem. On November 14, 1929, St. Anne's was established and Reverend Joseph P. Mooney became founder and first rector, serving until 1944. In June of 1931, a combination church and school building was constructed at Easton Avenue and Hickory Streets. In 1944, Monsignor John J. Burns was appointed to succeed Father Mooney. He would serve until 1972. It was Monsignor Burns who enlarged the original church and school building. In 1950, ground was broken for a convent designed to accommodate 18 sisters. This project was completed in 1952. By 1953, Monsignor Burns officiated at the groundbreaking of the building of a new church, rectory and a school addition for the rapidly growing parish. During the post-war period, Bethlehem's population grew impressively. In 1955, Archbishop O'Hara of Philadelphia officially dedicated the new church and its facilities.